Hello, everyone. Vincent Briatore here. I'm back. It's been a little bit since I posted, and I've been going through a little bit of a body transformation, if you will. I don't know if you guys noticed, I made a post through social media, showing myself at 2021, and then now in 2024. It's been a little bit of a big change. In 2021, I was about 37, but I was about 220 in that picture, maybe more, maybe pushing 230. And in this photo that I took yesterday, I was probably 194. I'm about 5'10". So that's a considerable amount of fat loss and, recomp, muscle gain, whatever. So why did I make the change? I don't know, man. I saw this video somebody was talking about how few people have visible abs and how difficult it is. And I just kind of got in my head, I need to make a change. Also, I'm approaching 40. I'm going to be 40 in November. So I just said, you know what? It's now or never. And around November of 2023, around the holidays, I just dug in and I just cut back calories and I started working out more. You guys know I got a home gym, which is pretty fantastic. So I just dug into that, ate less. And in a matter of the 4 months, I get into the shape that I am now. So I'm pretty happy about it. Now, a lot of people have messaged great things, support, admiration, whatever, and I really appreciate it. And some people actually ask for advice on, if there's anything that I did specifically to make this change. And so I wanted to share, I guess, my perspective. Now, first off, I'm by no means an expert, okay? But the biggest thing, obviously, like you hear about, is in the kitchen, right? To me personally, I was always overestimating or underestimating, really, the calories that I was intaking. Sometimes to the point, very drastically, like I would count up and I'm thinking I'm eating under 1,000 calories per day when I wasn't. So I got to a point, same thing with exercise, right? I get an hour on the treadmill or I do this and I'm overestimating how much I'm burning because I live a very sedentary life. So even though maybe I get an hour on the treadmill or something, it really doesn't make a big difference. So I started approximating conservatively, like, oh, that's 800 calorie bowl of cereal, whatever. Let's just mark it 1,000. And then I would just look at the scale and look at my body. And if I wasn't getting the results I was looking for, I would just keep eating less and less and less. And it doesn't matter if I'm like, man, I'm only eating 800 calories. Doesn't matter. If I'm not getting the results, I lower it. And eventually you hit a point where you start getting the results, you start losing the weight, you start recomping. And I'm telling you, I was just eating a lot more than I expected I was. I really was. And so I got that in gear, made the changes, and, I'm building on that. For now, I got the 4 abs that are visible, It's not really all the way. So I'm going to keep pushing, maybe get down to 185, maybe 180. It really depends because I'm building muscle too. So I don't know where I'm going to land, or what weight I will land at to get to that 9% body fat. I'm probably, I don't know, maybe 15, 16% body fat, maybe more than that right now. I don't know. It's strange because my legs are super lean, full of veins, and my upper body is a little less lean, especially like around my waist. But I guess that's everybody. I don't know. But anyway, if you guys have any questions or something, I will try to answer as best I can. That's the biggest piece of advice that I have, though, is just eat less and less and less. Maybe don't calorie count as much. Just eat less, if you're not getting results. That's really what worked for me. What else did I do? I don't know, man, because I've had a lot of stresses. And, with work and stuff, that's why I haven't posted the past month. I know I made a video like a month ago talking about how, some days you're just down and, had some inventory issues with my business. But I always every challenge that I've gotten really stressed out about, wake up, something happened that I'm just like grueling over. I'm like, oh my God, it ruins days. Maybe it ruins a whole week or longer. Guess what? I always overcome it. It's the same thing with the market. Maybe for a month, like the past month, I lost maybe 100K in one of my portfolios. But I don't try not to stress about it because I look at the big picture and I know you overcome that, right? It's just a phase. And it's the same thing with business. You just have to solve the problem. And I think sometimes when I look back, like last year at the struggles I had, I'm like, damn, I wish I didn't waste so much of my, time on that in the sense of getting upset over it or, having a drink or, being down, not being motivated because, oh my God, these problems feel crushing because that too will pass. And in the big scheme of things, it doesn't mean a lot. That's the thing. And I look at my wife, I look at my son, and I try to remind myself, those are the things that matter. And don't stress about the rest. You should do everything you can to solve the problem at hand. But in the big scheme of things, your health and your family is what's important. Those are the important things, your retirement, your long-term goals. And I'm on track with those. So nothing else really should faze me. As far as like getting in shape, other than making money, has been the single best decision I've ever made in my life. I mean, it really has made a crazy impact. And it doesn't matter. I'm married, so it's not like I'm out there, flashing people or going to bars. But still, even if I don't leave the house, the sense of accomplishment, the sense of pride that you have from having accomplished something that's difficult at a certain age and still a work in progress, but nonetheless, you're going towards it. Keep moving forward. It's very rewarding. I mean, very, very rewarding. Already the way I look, I feel great about it, and it motivates you to keep going. So I highly recommend it. Those two things, big key thing. And, the more results you get, the easier it is to keep going because you don't feel like it's a waste. That's the worst thing is when I was working so hard and not getting results, not losing the weight, not putting on muscle, then you're not, it's hard to keep the motivation going. So just hang in there. Just try to be more drastic. That's one thing people always talking about, moderation. Oh, don't go that low in the calories, so don't do this. That's not good for you. I'm like, listen, I need results. And I'm going to do something that's drastic. Of course, don't just eat with yogurt a day and expect, good things to happen. But I would get down. I would get down to eating very, very little, like a couple of spoons, couple of forks of stuff, and then wait 4 hours, a couple other forks, but very freaking small portions. And believe it or not, I was surviving on those. And it was changing my body. I still had strength to go to the gym, so it's pretty crazy. Oh, one more thing. Don't be afraid of carbs. That's one of the mistakes I did early on. I cut out carbs completely, and it took away all my energy from the gym. Now, if you really want to look, now I'm puffy today, right? But in general, if you do oats or you do some rice or you do stuff like that, you take it in, you can still look lean. It will not puff you out, and it will give you energy to keep your workout. So it's just everything in moderation. But I found that for me, maybe I'm Italian because that's how I grew up. I need a little bit of pasta. I need carbs to keep me going. And you can still lose weight. So this whole thing, carbs are evil, can be counterproductive because I notice if you're just eating meat and whatever, you get to the point where you got to get in the gym. You don't have no energy. You don't have energy. You don't have it. And so that's not good either. So that's pretty much all I have. I'm going to keep you guys updated. I'm going to keep pumping iron, try to get back into making more videos, and we'll see the progress that I can achieve. I thank you guys for watching. As always, buy red and sell green. Maybe I should do some more crypto videos too. So, I don't know.